Good God, Monday morning. How y'all feeling this morning? Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm happy to be here. Just another Monday, man. Thank y'all so much for liking, tagging, and sharing already. Appreciate every one of you. I am none other than your GPS, God's personal servant, Marnisha MT. That's me. Yo, listen. So let's make it happen Monday, right? Um. So this is one of the Mondays where your body is just not in the right place where it needs to be, right? So anyway, I had to lay down a couple of minutes longer, and I was like, man, I am not feeling the best, but I got to get to work. So I'm going to work. I'm late, unfortunately. Um, but in making it happen Monday, it's just a little thing that was like, man, I have to press, right? Sometimes I'm pressing and making a way for things to happen. We do it so much sometimes with different motivations. And the motivation may not always be to empower us, to support us. When I say us, I mean yourself. Okay. Um, so we make it happen so many times for other people. We do things so much for other people where it's like, yo, I'm going to make things happen for them, but the same energy and time and you know things that we do to make things happen, to make things go smooth, to be in connection with our friendships, to have a spirit of expectation or walking in the spirit of hope for other people, praying and interceding for other people, being there and being patient and understanding for the other people. Those things are the things we need to be doing for ourselves. Those are things where we need to be empowering ourselves. We need to, you know, we'll have our phone line is open for people to call and talk to us, right? And not for our friends, our families, our crew, whatever the case may be. But in those times, we may even go and say, God, work it out for them. You end up praying for them, which is a great thing because I'm believing that when you pray for others, God will make room and things will make room for yourself. But sometimes we get so caught up in that and so lost in that that's what we always do. Good morning, Minister Ed, Brother Ed, how are you? That's what we always end up doing. We always end up encouraging someone else. We always end up making it happen for somebody else to get in school, to school, from school. We always doing, helping somebody meet a bill, right? And we always like, okay, well, I know they may be short, but I'm gonna give them my last, and knowing that you need that bill money yourself. But we're making it happen for other people before we do it for ourselves. And why is that? Why is it that we make things happen for other people than we do for ourselves? Is it because we don't believe that success will happen? Do we not believe that we don't deserve for our bills to be paid for real? Is it that we're seeking validation and trying to get fulfillment for other places? Or is it that we even trying to not not have our people be mad at us because we end up doing the things that we need to do for ourselves, right? And I'm not saying cancel out for other people. No, it's a way of balance to have both. I remember some years ago, God had instructed me, don't tell nobody you love them before you tell me. So anytime I ended up telling somebody I love them, my mom, my dad, getting off the phone's friends, a quick love you, I would say, I love you, God. I said, I love you, Lord. And then to proceed to tell them. And it wasn't that, it wasn't a bad thing that I was telling people I love them. It was one of those things where I was ended up putting people before the one who created me. I ended up putting people comfortability before my own comfort. I ended up doing things because, oh yeah, if they flourish and they shine, I'm gonna flourish and shine. Or if this thing happened good for them, well, they got a vision and I got a vision, but guess what? They vision dope, whatever. And so maybe it's just not your time. And it was a whole bunch of things that I used to do. And sometimes even still do, keep it 100% a buck. Hey, babe, good, great rising, another day. So it's some things where, I still find myself doing and getting comfortable and not doing the things that's been on my heart, not walking out in the vision and the things that God has shown me to do, and so I end up, with from whatever my reasons are, whatever your reasons are. Before you encourage somebody else, encourage yourself. Before you make a dinner date and plans and arrangements to help somebody else build their business, why don't you make a dinner date for yourself first to build your business? Why don't you do the things that you have to do for you first, and then you can do it easily for someone else? And so, and when we do that, it's not that we're saying anybody is less than us. No, it's giving examples, and not even giving examples. We're living from a place of a well that I know I got to do what God has called me to do. And if I can do what God has called me to do, I can help you be who God called you to be, right? I am one of the people, I am okay in being in the background as long as you respect me, as long as I'm appreciated. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no recognition of like, oh yeah, I did this, I'm doing this. I've never been one. I like playing the background. I like encouraging people. I like helping people. I like encouraging others to empower people to become who they supposed to be, right? And in the midst of me empowering others to be who God called them to be, I need to be empowering myself so I can be who God called me to be on an everyday basis, right? I need to encourage myself on a regular to say, you have to do what God called you to do too, Marnisha. You have to live out that vision. Yes, you're doing other stuff that is in alignment with your life, but it's some things that I have to eat before I can help somebody else eat. I have to make that happen. And those times, that is something that you have to make happen. And it's not an easy make happen. It's not one of them things that can just come so quickly that, oh, I'm making this happen for me. It's hard, honestly, sometimes to follow the vision and the blueprint that God has given me for myself. It's something what, when I see other things manifesting, and it can be from a spirit of fear, it can be from a place of not believing in myself. It can be in or the discouragement of stuff, or just kind of maybe you have to doing things by yourself. And that's okay. And that's okay. And so this make it happen Monday. We gotta make it happen for ourselves before we continue to push out other people to make things happen for them. You can always be an encourager. You can always be some power body that's uplifting other people, and make sure that you're uplifting yourself. Make sure that you're making things happen and move for yourself. Make sure that you're not denying or putting on a back burner because you're worried about what somebody gonna say. You worried about what somebody gonna feel. You worried about their view of you. You worried about if they thinking you gonna cut them off. And don't let no worry, don't let no fear stop you from making things happen that's assigned to your life for things to happen. We have assignments that's assigned to us that God has put in our DNA, that God has put for us to be in alignment with Him, with spirit, and everything else, where we supposed to be doing some things to help birth other people, but we can birth the other help other people if we're not staying consistent true to the things that God has for us. If I gotta go get my millions, I can't even help somebody behind the scene to make their business happen if I ain't went to get my millions. If I ain't went to get my if I ain't went to up here and establish my LLC, but I know how to, but I'm helping everybody else establish theirs. What good is that? No, you have to make it to happen for yourself. The same tenacity, the same hours that you put in to build somebody else, to uplift somebody else. Do it for yourself. Speak life to yourself. Encourage yourself. Say you love yourself. You know, these are the things, the little tidbits where we have to start to build up ourselves so we can really, really be the person that we are supposed to be, and it's not based or contingent on this what somebody else feel or think or believe we should be doing, because we're not going to be in alignment with everybody. Somebody is going to disagree, and it's okay for other people not to agree with you. Along the line, the agreements ain't for you, for everybody to be in agreement with you. You are supposed to be in agreement with yourself and with God. Good morning, blessed Sister Shara. How are you? So, when making it happen, let's make the first day of this week or second day, how people ever count it. Let's make this great God given Monday, good God Monday, making it happen for you. Do something for yourself today that will launch you forward and stay consistent with it. If you got to go over and write your vision again or go read over and tweak some things, do it. If you got to get an EIN number, do it. Do something. If you got to create a flyer, do it. If you have to make an arrangements for a meeting, do it. Do something first for yourself before you do anything to help somebody else become great. Do it for yourself today. And then meditate, pray, intercede for others. It's always great. But if your well is dry, if you have nothing to pour out, you can't make it happen for nobody else. Not truly or wholly, because then you will start looking for other people to fulfill you. You'll be start looking for other people to give you what you need, because at this time your well is dry, because you was giving out of what you didn't have any longer, because you gave it all to empowering somebody else, and when it's time to do your stuff, you too tired, you too drained, you have no desire to even keep pressing. So I encourage you today, before you make it happen for somebody else, make it happen for you first, and then encourage and help someone else. Amen. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I am your GPS, God's personal servant, Marnisha MT. That's me. Y'all have a great dynamic Monday. Remember to encourage somebody else. Encourage yourself first. Encourage somebody else, and be grace unto you. Give yourself grace. All right. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Have a great Monday, and let this be a Monday of clarity and direction. I'm out.